Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Vit Horejs. You must be wondering what a weird name. What is he doing here with such a weird name? Well, it's a Czech name. I was born in Czechoslovakia. I have to live with it, so you will have to live with it for 45 minutes as well. I am going to tell you 3 stories that I remember from my grandmother in Czechoslovakia, and my friends are going to help me. This is my storytelling coat of many colors, and it is also a royal coat. And here is my royal crown. Because once upon a time, there was a king. Once upon a time, there was a king. He was a very important king of a very important kingdom, and he had a very important throne. Yeah. Daughters, dear daughters, tell me, dear daughters, how much you love me. The eldest daughter was a real beauty. My dear, dear father, I like you as much as all the pearls in the world. Well, that is a good answer, and I will have to give you a good present. I will give you a pearl necklace, a pearl ring, a pearl earring, and a pearl-studded crown. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Father. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Father. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The middle daughter was also a real beauty. My dear, dear Father, I like you as much as all the gold and all the jewels in the world. Well, that is a good answer, and I will have to give you a good present. I will give you a golden necklace, a golden ring, a golden earring, and a set of golden teeth. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Father. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Father. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, what about my youngest? My favorite, Marushka. My dear, dear Father, I like you as much as all the salt in the world. Salt? Common salt? What an insult. Go away and never come back unless salt be more valuable than gold. Salt. Oh, Marushka cried, but she had to go. She didn't see for her tears where she was going. She went out the gate and down the road, and when she finally stopped crying, where am I? Deep in the forest. The night is falling. I'm so tired and hungry and a little bit scared too. What was that? A light among the trees? Let me see. A cottage in the middle of the forest. She knocked on the door, and out came an old woman. What are you looking for, Marushka? So late at night, all alone in the forest. I'm looking for something to eat and a place to sleep, and I'm willing to work for it. Please, please don't turn me away. But how do you know my name? I know many things, and I've been just looking for someone to help me with work in my cottage. But if you're willing to work hard, you may stay with me as long as you wish. So Marushka stayed with the old woman in her cottage, but she cannot work in this beautiful dress. Would someone help me to change her dress? We have a helper here, and one more. Okay, this young lady, come on. Young lady, step back here. And hold this rod. Is it heavy? No? Young man, have you ever dressed a doll? No, what do they teach you in school? You're going to have a very important experience. Uh-oh, it's getting heavy. Okay, young man, step closer. Take these 2 strings and pull. Pull harder, 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 harder. Don't strangle her. Very good. Give them a very big hand. Thank you very much. In the meantime, in the royal palace, we are going to have a huge party, and my 2 daughters will choose their husbands. Let's invite every king, every prince, and every emperor. But the royal cook asked for an audience with the king. Excuse me, your highness, there's not a grain of salt in the whole capital city. My dear cook, you shouldn't bother us with such a trifle. Ask the chamberlain to buy you more salt. Your highness, I asked the chamberlain, I asked him many times, but there's not a grain of salt in the whole capital city, not in the whole country, not even for thrice its weight in gold. Well then, what are we going to do? Oh, I know, it's very simple. We are going to make only sweet meals. Yes, that's it. I like sweets, I love sweets. Oh, your majesty, only sweet meals. How would I would not know what to, I would... The cook wanted to object, but then he thought better of it and went back to his kitchen, mumbling unhappily. And that night, the guests at the royal table were not very happy either when the first course brought to the table was a cake. Well, it was a huge cake. You would have loved it. They ate it. The next course was an apple pie, then a cherry pie, then a strawberry pie, then a raspberry pie, then a blueberry pie, then a blackberry pie, then a polka-dotted pie. And when the boar smothered in honey and orange sauce was brought to the table, they didn't want it anymore. We want some sour pickles and hot sausages and salty bread. But even sausages, pickles, and bread, when they were brought to the table, were sweet. So the guests started leaving one by one until on the 6th day, the last 2 kings, the 2 fattest ones, left with the 2 daughters who were also putting on weight. And the next day, the king lay down in his bed, sick from eating all these sweet things. And his doctors were afraid that he would die. That day the old woman spoke to Marushka. Marushka, it is time that you go back to your father. Why? What have I done? Have I done anything wrong? Oh, no. I've been very satisfied with your work, but your father is ill from lack of salt. You have to go back to help him. You may ask for anything in reward for your true services. Well then, I don't ask for anything else except your salt cellar, filled with salt to the rim. You have a very good heart, and you don't even know what a good wish you made. Marushka, Marushka, where is it coming from? Marushka. Marushka opened the door, and there stood a dwarf. The dwarfs lived in a cave nearby, and they supplied the 2 women with their salt. Marushka, Marushka, is it true that you're leaving us? I'm so sorry, but I'm also happy for you. Come with me, come to our cave. You have to part with all the dwarfs. Let me open the gate for you. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Oh, ouch. Down this way, Marushka. Follow me. Don't be afraid. Don't get stuck. Wow, look at this. There's salt of all colors. It's red and yellow and blue and translucent. Yes, yes, we carved all these corridors in salt. And look at this huge cave. There's grass and flowers and trees. Yes, yes, we carved all these things in salt too. Goodbye, Marushka, goodbye, goodbye. And they hugged and kissed, and they cried. And when their tears touched the ground, salt flowers sprouted up. Oh, Marushka, let me get you something really pretty as a party present. Let me get you something really, really pretty. Oh, Marushka, you're too tall for me. I can't get those flowers up there to you. Why don't you ask that big guy behind us to give me a hand? Oh, I can't do anything. I'm holding these things here. Oh, stop talking, big guy, and help me already. Well, let me see, maybe this way? No. This way? This way. That's beautiful. And that's for you, Marushka. Thank you, big guy. I told you you could do it. Goodbye. And Marushka went back to the royal castle. It was a long walk, and when she reached the gate, the guard didn't recognize her in her poor coat. Oh no, I cannot let a beggar in the royal palace. Go away, keep moving. Please, please, I have a very important present for the king. No, 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 no. Well, let's talk to the captain. No, 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 I cannot let you in. I would lose my job. Go away, keep moving. Oh, please, please, I have a very, very important present for the king. No, 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 no. Well, let's talk to the chamberlain. He's right behind this little window.
Oh no, dear girl, I cannot let you in. Our king is very ill. He would die from the sight of such a beggar as you. Go away.
Oh, please, please. I have a very, very, very important present for the king. Here, take it to him. It's wrapped in a scarf. And she gave him the salt cellar. When the king unwrapped the scarf, he leaped out of his bed, and he was healthy again. Then he called his cook, who was overjoyed. He grabbed that salt cellar and ran to the kitchen, where he started pickling pickles, stuffing sausages, and baking bread. And then the king wanted to see who brought him that wonderful present. Who are you? Who are you to bring me such a wonderful present that not a king, not an emperor could give me? He didn't recognize his daughter in her poor coat either, so she had to take it off. It was really well fastened. And when the coat finally slid to the ground, oh, Marushka, it's you. Will you forgive me? You were right, because salt can be more valuable than gold. But tell me, where did you go? What did you do? Well, I lived in the forest with an old woman, and there were dwarfs in a cave, and they took good care of me. Dwarfs and an old woman, we have to thank them in person. Let my golden carriage be brought out. And they mounted into the golden royal carriage and drove to the forest. They looked everywhere, and they looked, and they looked. They couldn't find the cottage, the old woman, the dwarfs, or the cave, so they returned to the castle, where there was a long line of people who heard about Marushka's wonderful presents. Marushka was a little stiff after that ride. She gave a salt petal to one of them, a salt stem to another one, a salt leaf to yet another, and soon all the salt flowers were gone. And then she started giving away salt from that salt cellar. But Father, look at this. This is amazing. We've poured cartloads and cartloads of salt, And look at that salt cellar. It's always full to the rim. So they lived happily ever after. And when the old king retired, Marushka, in turn, became queen. And if she hasn't died, she is using that magic salt cellar to this